You have used what's just happened with Torian to continue to try and shit on my name. And the reason that you're trying to shit on my name is because you fucked up. To this day, I'm sorry, I shouldn't swear. To this day, you're still coming for me. You have a cheek. You're not a victim here. And I hear a lot of people spoken about, I keep hearing Angie, Pearl, Corey. There's a buzzword on this app and it's called bullying. You do not know the meaning of the word bullying. Because a bully, you can't be bullied if you're a bully yourself. You're all bullies. You're all fucking bullies. None of you are victims. And that goes for both fucking sides. At this point, none of you are victims. Because you're all attacking each other. Nobody's bullied here, so can we stop with the bully bullshit? Anyway, again, back to my fucking PowerPoint. This is how I do things. Bravo manipulation technique is this. The perpetrator denies whatever wrongdoing they are being accused of. How many fucking times have we seen this? How many times do we have to watch this? Pearl, you called a black woman an orangutan. You went to call me a monkey. Now, here's the funny thing. I saw a video the other day. Sorry if there's a lag. I'll plug my phone in. I saw a video the other day where Pearl said these words. She said, and then Devon decided, right, that I went to call him a monkey. Like I say, I almost shit myself. So your argument has now gone from, I didn't say it, to you see me come with facts and videos, to now you're saying, but I didn't say it. I almost said it, but I didn't say it. Anyway, I digress. The next step of this, is to attack. The perpetrator attacks the other person by questioning their mental health, honesty, or actions. How many times have we seen that? How many times have people gone to somebody, and said, hey, this fucking hurt, or hey, you've done this wrong, right? And rather than take accountability, and this is where I'm getting to Torian, people taking accountability and saying, and I'm going to keep using the Pearl thing because people are saying I'm hounding her, so let's do the hounding for real. Rather than say, I fucked up, or even if you're not going to have a admission or anything like that, turn around and say, that's not what I meant. That's not what I was going to say. This is what I was going to say. And come to me and apologize. You haven't done that. Instead, what you did was attack. And you're still attacking because you used this incident with Torian to make out like I laughed at what happened with Gypsy Queen. Videos still to come. Next point. Reverse victim and offender. The perpetrator attempts to switch the roles with the victim, and instead of accepting responsibility and their actions, they try to make the original victim a perpetrator. Fuck me, how many times have we seen this? How many times have we seen this? So here's what I do. I'm not going to come here and chat shit. I'm going to come here and prove what you lot are doing. What you're doing is manipulation. That's what you're doing. And you see all those videos where people call out Angie and she says, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. That's what it is right there. School is in. Now, here's the difference between, like, and I'm seeing people still trying to tell people that are friends with Torian that they can't be friends with Torian. there's a couple of differences, right? When Torian came on and she made her apology, a lot of people didn't take it. That's fine. That's for you to take. But because I am actually because I'm actually someone who doesn't fuck with what she said, yeah, I'm actually listening. I actually had to listen to her an apology as someone who had been offended. And she did something that other people haven't done. She didn't make an excuse. She said sorry. She said, I'm gonna have to ride this out. And what's funny is the very first time that I ever conversated with Pearl, she was screaming and saying, what do people want from me? I'll start with Pearl. What Pearl could have done is she could have accepted what happened, because you called the woman an orangutan, firstly. Learn. Yeah. So if that is a word that you use every single day, listen to what black people are saying and say, well, and here's the maddest thing, yeah? Pearl now claims that she doesn't use the word. There's nothing wrong with the word orangutan. It's a type of monkey, guys. It's a fucking type of monkey. I will get to Zach, I assure you. It's a type of monkey. There is nothing wrong with saying orangutan. There's nothing wrong with, if you choose to call your nephews an orangutan, even though I don't even think that that's acceptable because they are ginger and that could be seen as a form of discrimination. But at the same time, that's your family. If you want to refer to your family as that, and that's said in an affectionate term, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. As far as I am concerned, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, you can do that, right? But what you needed to do was take on board that you never ever say that to a black woman. Why would you ever say that to a black woman in an argument? If it's an affectionate term, and here's why you're lucky that I wasn't here, because man would shut this shit down very quickly. If it was something that you used as an affectionate term or something that you use every single day as a term of endearment, then why the fuck did it come out when you were having an argument? That's what we need to ask ourselves. If this is something that you use every single day, prior to that disagreement with Laura, why wasn't you using that word before? So you're saying that you stopped using it after. What do people want from you? But I don't know if anybody heard you using the word before. I'm calling bullshit. Back to what we expected. We expected you to take those lessons on board and learn from them. Yeah. Nobody was, maybe some people were saying cancel your blood clot, right? That's cool. Me as how I roll and how I would have handled the thing and how I did kind of, when I came in, I gave you the benefit of the doubt and I said, okay, let's see if this woman learns from this. Let's see if it's not all bullshit. And then what you did was you almost called me a monkey. I think we're past the point of making excuses as to whether you were going to say it. You almost called me a monkey. And that's because I feel like that's how you view us. I'm just keeping it a buck. And we've never been able to converse and have an actual conversation back and forth as to whether that's your thing, but that's the way I see it. Another thing that happens on this app, before I move on to the next person, is why can't people tell people apart? So, for instance, if Paigey does something or Torian does something, why have they both done it? Why have they both done it? They're two different human beings with different personalities. Why, when Torian said what she said, am I, Miss Remy, NJ Host, fucking, I don't know, let's see, Jordan, why are we held to account? Why we're very different fucking people. We're all very different fucking people. We handle our shit in different fucking ways. I'm never gonna like We tackle racism in different ways. Another example of that is like that same very first stage that I ever stepped on that with Angie. I was having a conversation with her, and on that stage was Emperor, a guy called Emperor. And I didn't clock it at the time, yeah. But I was having a conversation with Angie, and she wasn't looking at her phone. And she kept saying, "Oh, Emperor, can I ask you a question?" And she would ask the question, and I didn't clock it, but I was like, "What? I'm coming with banging responses here." I took a step back. I was like, wait, I'm coming with some fire here. Why does she keep ignoring me? Is it because she doesn't know me? Is it because he's a bigger creator than me? And then it dawned on me, you can't tell the difference. We have different voices. We have different styles of delivery. We have very different tones and this and that and this and that. But yet you kept referring to me as I didn't unfollow Paige and hold responsibility, not Paige. I'm going to get onto all of this as well. I want people to be able to have their says and where they stand on it, because it might help me. We are not a hive mind, yeah? What Paige does on this app, Torian is not accountable for. Let me tell you that now. What Torian does on this app, I am not accountable. What I do on this app, nobody is fucking accountable. Just because, yeah, we are friends, and I don't, it's going to sound raw, I don't classify people on this app as my friends because I have a different definition of friendship. But like I say, words have meaning, and the meaning for friend, I have that with those people. So yeah, I will stand there and say, they're my friends, right? I'm still not accountable for what they do. Not accountable in the slightest. Because ultimately, we're not the same people. We're going to have different views on things, so on and so forth. Stop tying all black people in with having the same opinion, having the same attitudes. We're not the same. That's something that I want to make very fucking clear as well. Where do I go next? Okay, so we'll move from Pearl and then we'll go to Angie. It's just like here's the point that I got to. I'm not even going to go to Angie. I'm going to go to Zach the Brat. This goes for both sides. Like some of the excuses that I heard made for Zach the Brat, I have heard made for Torian. And look, I'm just being real. Like I know I'm gonna catch smoke, whatever, so on and so forth. But I'm gonna keep it real. How people can't see that they both sound the same after the incidents is wild. But here's the difference between what happened with Zach's apology and Torian's apology. Zach's apology included excuses, and supporters of Zach, right? And here's where the two are different. Supporters of Zach gifted Zach. And when we're asking for accountability, yeah, you can't turn around to any of Torian's friends and say, you can't be friends with that person, right? You should drop that person. No, that's not how this fucking app works, yeah? That's not what it's about. That doesn't stop their friendship because she fucked up, yeah? And a lot of people are screaming, hypocrisy. Here's why it's not hypocrisy, right? We're looking for accountability. When Zach did what he did, he was gifted and he was given money. So what we didn't want to happen was for somebody to be rewarded for their bad behavior. From what's happened with Torian, I haven't seen, I might be wrong, people can feel free to cuss me in the chat. I haven't seen people gifting Torian for what she did. Right? Also, nobody has asked for any of Zach's supporters, yeah, to not be his friend. And here's what got confused in the whole thing, yeah? When it comes to holding Zach accountable, any of his supporters that are here now, I have not told you you can't be that person's friend. If you're friends, who the fuck am I to tell you that you can't support his mental health? Nobody is saying that. You can be there and support somebody without shitting on the person who is the victim. That's the difference. So when I asked for accountability when it comes to Zach, it was for Zach to have accountability. It was for Zach to do something. I have never once gone for Zach supporters. I haven't said, like, what I have said is I don't think people should go on this platform. That's what I believe. But I also can't stop you. So you need to hold that same energy for Torian's friends, because they are her friends, yeah? They don't have to drop that person, but they do have to condemn what she did firstly and take action appropriately. So for me, Torian's not going to be my moderator anymore because of what happened. That's for me to do that. I'm also not in Torian's lives dropping her unis. I'm not saying big up yourself. I'm not doing that. She apologized in a way that I've never seen anybody apologize on the app before. She now has to live with the repercussions. And that's the truth of it. That's the realness of the shit, yeah? At the end of the day, you fucked up. You fucked up and you did something horrible, and any repercussions now, like, I know there are people in here that were cool with her and were blessed with her who now don't fuck with her. That is a direct repercussion of what happened. I said the same thing to Pearl. What do you want from me? You've got to ride it out. You can't tell people when they should get over it. We can't, like, judge them for being angry. You're going to just have to take that fire. But here's what people should be judging is what that person does next. What that person does next. Because I think the difference between Torian and some of these other people is that I don't think she's gonna do it again. You get me? I don't think that, like, Pearl nearly called me a monkey, so she hadn't learned from that life-changing thing. This should be like a life-changing moment for T. Like, this should be a lesson that but you can't fuck up in the same way. You can't fuck up in the same way as others, because you're going to be held to a completely different level of you're going to be held to account. And I think that I can't see your comments. No, Linda, I'll have to approach him in a minute. I'm kind of just taking a moment. I think let me explain to you why a lot of people are confidently and comfortably standing with Torian when it comes to this, because we have seen this people have seen this happen time and time again, and they have seen people get away with it. So it's kind of like everyone else gets away with it. So if this person is the only person to be held to account, what's the difference between those people to talk on the subject, whatever? There's also 2 pages with GQ being exactly. But here's another thing, yeah. Can I be honest? I'm going to be honest. I feel like what's happened these past 2 days has actually damaged the apology. This is just my opinion. I don't speak for everyone, and this is why it's my space, yeah? I feel like all this fucking back and forth and all this, when people started to prove that Gypsy Queen was racist, I think we went down a road. We went down a road that took away from the original apology. we went down a road of giving people an excuse for saying that something was an excuse. You get it? I think that the back and forth and the back and forth has opened it up for war again. Yeah. Where's Emma? Sorry, Emma. I feel like you're. Unfortunately, people were claiming she hadn't been and wanted proof. Yeah. I don't care. And I want to speak like. I really need to play the video. And speak to Gypsy Queen, because when I went into her space to talk to her, and like me as a person, like I have like this trauma thing about people lying about my name and my character. And the reason that I'm able to hold people to account is because I try to hold that standard for myself. Like no one can put no videos out there of me talking down on the gypsy community, not gypsy community. Sorry, it's because I've got a name in my head. No one's got anything of me talking down on the traveller community. And I've had to listen to people saying that no one can show videos of me bullying Pearl. They've been said, they've been put in the air, they've been put in comments, but where's your receipts? Because I'll come here with receipts all day, every day. You're putting horrible things on my name. Not only that, right? Let's properly fucking deep this, yeah? Since I've come to the app, yeah? The reason that I've got hate and that people don't like me is because I talk on racism. Do you know how mad that is? You don't like me because I've called out your fucking idol for saying some fucked up shit. Do you know how lost that is? I've had people from the traveling community recently, and I'm gonna keep it so much a buck. Like, people like, technically my life can be at risk. You get what I'm saying? People are telling, people are going around. Who was it? DW. I think I was in the room. And I was trying to talk to Gypsy Queen to get my point across, and I couldn't see, but she was talking to someone. My phone was broken. I got proof. I've got people saying they want to have straighteners with me. I've got people saying how they want to do me harm. I've got people saying like mad stuff. Yeah. What did I do? In the words of 50 Cent, what's it got to be fuck me for? Because I associate with someone on an app. I never said that to no one. How does that make sense? Anyway, yeah, they're the same ones upset about mocking of the violence. Okay, we get there. So, so the next thing I'm going to do, yeah, is eradicate their point. Quick, no long thing. Is Alicia here? Because I know that Alicia can do cam 2s. I want someone to run a video for me, please. She said she's going to bounce my head like a ball and smash my face in for... This is what I'm saying. Like, Angie's coming to you. Hi, Angie. I don't mind the cam 2, that's fine. It's not a problem. Maybe people can learn some stuff. I know that won't be the case. I know it will just be disrespect over there. But maybe there'll be some other people listening. Bro, we are watching. Can you play a video? Yeah. I can't run the video. I need someone to run it for me. Alicia, can you... She's absolutely broken, Devon. Who said that? Sorry, who are we talking about? Positive vibes. I understand, like, you're speaking to the wrong person. Like, yeah, I know, I understand. You're speaking to the wrong person. Like I said, yeah, as you're going to see in the video, I've never had a run-in with Gypsy Queen, ever. I've never had a run-in with Gypsy Queen. And like I said, she was whether people want to hear it or not, yeah, when I was in Angie's live one time, we had a conversation and she listened, and I don't know if she'll admit it or not, but she agreed about certain things. And I came away from that conversation thinking, like, if you do take time with people, they do understand. But she doesn't even remember that. That's the craziest thing. Don't forget GQ came after you. Yeah, so anyone, listen, I need anyone to come up here that can run a video for me, please. Or is there a way? My laptop's like ancient. Alicia, is it? You can run it. Miss Obsessed. Anyone who can, just request a box and I'll bring you up. Angie said, hurry up, she's getting bored. Well, Angie, this ain't your live, love. Maybe have a glass of wine or something. Get your popcorn. Get as bored as you want. Here we go. Obsessed. Accept. That's fine. That's fine. So I don't really like to put certain things on my account because I don't want that to be what my page is about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload it quickly to my story, and then I'm going to let you guys watch the video. Then I'm going to deep dive it because I haven't got time for miscommunication and fucking mistakes. So hold that for 1 second. I'm going to get the video. Are you there, Miss Obsessed?
It won't show your story while you're on live. You'll have to just post it as a video and then I can play it and then you can remove it.
Okay, I just don't really want it on there, but yeah, I'll do that. 1 second. Do I even have to? I have to come off the live to post it, right?
Yeah, or you can send it to me on Instagram if I send you my Insta.
Alicia has got it, but Larisha. Let's see what Larisha's saying. Sorry, guys, I don't really do this, but.
Oh, Devon, can't you make your profile private, post it, and then she can show it, and then unprivate your profile?
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Bye. I hate doing this because when I lock off my live to post something, everyone goes, but I don't really mind that too tough. 1 second. I got one phone. And look, when I have got anyone on Insta, nah, I don't really fuck with people. Nah, I do. What I will say is this, yeah. When I post this, I don't want it to cause more arguments. I don't want it to start a fucking hate train, because obviously we're going back in time. What I want to say, like, clearly is I don't want people to think that this is recent, and you know, this is before an apology. This is before, like, I don't want this to be an excuse for people to attack people again. It's not that. Like, ultimately, I want the two women. I want the two women to talk one day, if that's possible. But I understand if it's not. I'll raise these two people while I how do we do this? Hello, Ali Jane. Ali. No. She came, she saw, she conquered. Just send it to someone on Instagram. Yeah. Hold on. Look at me, it's old man Dev again. But this is about, guys, I want you to look at what you're seeing on your screen now, because it becomes very important later on. becomes very important later on. Do you know what? Should I just do it? I was gonna lock off the live, but everyone's look at Miss Obsessed just sitting there in the box, waiting.
I'm just waiting. I'm in no rush.
Please play it. Yeah, I will. I'm getting there. All right. Here's what we do. I'm gonna stop this live, and I'm gonna post it to my page. People are waiting for Pagey to fall, NJ host, and there's a reason why they're waiting for these people to fall is because they are people that will hold people to account. People will be waiting for, she's coming, Miss Remy to fucking fall, because you want a reason to put feces on the name of people who aren't willing to put up with your shit on this app, who aren't willing to put up with disrespect on this app, who will call your shit out and show it for what it is. And the best way for you to do that is by throwing mud on your name. And part of that mud that has been thrown and it has been weaponized, this horrible thing has happened, and certain creators have thought, hey, I'm going to use this to run a narrative on people's name. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to break down the narrative that was run about the situation in the video. When Obsessed is back, or anyone who wants to run this tape for me, please just put a guest request in. So the very first thing that I heard, and nobody can deny it, because what I've been doing is, when I see some fuckery, when I see you say a madness on my name, I've screen recorded it. So let's remember that for a start. That goes for certain mods in Alex Brigham's room that that has now become a Pearl happy space. You run a narrative, and I was minding my own business, watching For You page, not even commenting too tough, because I don't think it's a good idea to comment on certain things. And you said that I laughed at Gypsy Queen when Torian said what she said. And you also said that after that live, someone came straight into my live and I ran a bully live. So I've ran a bully live. I've heard a lot of things. Now, we can't see those comments and the smoky comments and the way that it has been described right now, but I will post them. Now I would like you to see the truth of the matter. So hopefully my little video player will be here, or is it? It's not something I can play off of my thing, is it? So anyone who wants to come up, here we go. We're gonna run a quick play by play. I knew that I would lose a lot of people, but that's fine. Hello, Miss Obsessed. Can you see the video?
Just going on to double check now. 1 second.
Someone's going off in another room.
Yeah.
I'm up for addressing those people and anything to do with that. If that's a,
I've not even. It's. I don't think it's related to this. I think it's something to do with Scouse Slayer.
Okay. But this is very this video is going to be a education in perception and narratives and how they're run. But yeah, I digress.
Hang on. Just get my phone up. Right, I've got it.
Cool.
I'll get my next clip.
Can you pause it for 1 second? Is there video?
Yeah, I'm going to put it on now.
Oh, thank you. Sorry. Look at me being all demanding. Okay, so yeah, I'll play it first and see people's reactions, and then if I need to explain it, I'll explain it.
Okay.
Can we just invite Gypsy Queen up quick, Devon? She's always welcome. Yeah, just invite her up quick. Only she wants to talk, so just let her talk, because she got me banned for a day, and I know she's got banned. Is that why you're in the box? Did you get banned as well? Let me invite people, because I feel like
I kind of feel like I've made my points and I'm making my points, and then we'll move on.
You're banned until the 3rd. I'm banned until tomorrow. Emma, you're stuck forever. You can't get out. Guys, you know what happened today? Gypsy Queen decided to talk on my calls and stuff and be rude and everything, yeah? And she came in my live and then she said that, what's it called? Wait, can we mute? Can you mute up, please? Thanks. And then she said that how my mum's grave spiders are eating her and stuff like that. And I had to remind her that because of her shit parenting, your child was STABBED. You know what I mean? Because you have no control as a mother, because all you decide to do is get drink and drunk all night.
Why is she still going on, this woman? Like, she's the one who said to me, I'm in the wrong skin and I speak like I'm black.
Yeah, she's obsessed.
What is speaking like you're black, please? Can someone explain to me?
Gypsy Queen is upset. She's upset with life. She's upset that she got disowned by the gypsy and the travelling community. I do know that.
You know, the thing is, Gypsy Queen, one day your mum's going to pass away. Okay, so just remember that. All this shit.
She just reminded me that her mum is alive and stuff.
Just so you remember all this shit you're saying to Tori who's lost her mother, you're going to feel how she feels one day. Okay?
So I'm going to now speak on EQ very quickly. Yeah, can you just pause it there? So I don't feel like I'm going to need to do this for people with sense. But when I went into, and I mean this respectfully, I understand that she was mad, so on and so forth, right? But a narrative that has been put out on this app in other people's lives and so on and so forth is that I laughed when I heard that. So I'm going to be deadly serious with you here, yeah? I didn't even hear Torian's explanation. And if you watch the Gingerbread Man, when I spoke to you early on about the reasoning behind me putting the Gingerbread Man on, it's when I'm doing things that involve my private life and I'm going places or people are around. I didn't hear what she said. And you can actually see where there's moments where I completely vanish, and that in itself speaks for itself. When I went into Gypsy Queen's room, she called me a liar. And listen, I'm not having smoke or anything for Gypsy Queen or anything like that. But what I'm saying is, like, I'm doing this. I didn't even want to do it because I don't want it to bring up the animosity towards Torian and Alicia again. I can't be bothered with all that shit, yeah? But I do it because those narratives are slightly fucked that you run, where you said that I allowed people to bully you, I allowed certain comments to be said, so on and so forth. I wasn't looking at my comments. I wasn't looking at my phone. And even when somebody said that I laughed at what was said, I didn't hear what was said. I can't hold accountability for that. Had I heard what she said, yeah, I would have had a conversation with T. I had no knowledge of what was going on. No knowledge. So you see, when you're using these narratives to tie people in with each other and to fuck with people's character, think again when it comes to me. Sorry. I want you to think again when it comes to me, because I will back my thing. I laugh twice in that video. I laughed because somebody came into my box and they didn't mean to come in my box. And I laughed at that awkwardness. I think I awkwardly laugh. There are moments when they're going at each other and you see my head there. I was doing something that I was doing before. I was looking for a video about EQ. I wasn't listening to what was going on. Then I say, here's things that destroyed the whole entire argument that happened as well. People said that I And people even lied on Torian slightly and said that she kept her there to toy with her, and this was all made out to be so sinister, when in fact Torian says, bring Gypsy Queen up here, and I say she's welcome here, she's always welcome here. And the reason that I come with that energy is because me and Gypsy Queen have never had a problem, and I hold a space where everybody can come and speak. So you see that narrative there that you're running about how I allowed somebody to be attacked in the comments and so on and so forth. Retract that shit. Retract that shit and stop using that as an argument. I wasn't there. I didn't hear it. Take that shit off my name. And I did never and would never laugh at those statements. Can we just see if that's been cleared up? Because if I need to clear it up again, I'll play the video again. And you can watch my little ginger head bobbing up and down and disappearing from the screen. Stop putting my name on things. And here's another thing that I'm going to say. The reason that I am able to stand on the fucking moral high ground that I stand on is because I'm not like you. A lot of people watching this now, some of the people come to in, I'm not a fucking liar. I'm not a liar. Stop lying on my fucking name. Behave yourself. And the reason that I've had to show this video as well is because people can't question my credibility anymore. Yeah? Pearl's tried it by saying that she didn't go to Say Monkey. I've backed my shit. Other people have kept lying on my name, and each and every time I have proved myself. There's been 3 occasions now that I've proved myself. Stop slandering my name firstly, and secondly, know my fucking character. That allows me to be able to challenge you people and say what the fuck I say, because my character is pure. Play the full video. There is no full video. I've got is there any more left of the video? Actually, I think Miss Obsessed, can you run it again? At the end, I do laugh at the end. In fact, you hear it, you see it, you hear me say I'm not involved. Miss Obsessed, could you run the end of that video again, please?
Just the end of it.
Yeah, and here's the thing: nobody can say anything else happens because nothing happens. Yeah, just from there, please.
From there.
Because I think people are talking about this bit.
Okay.
So just remember that all this shit.
It reminded me that her mum is alive and stuff.
Just so you remember all this shit you're saying to Torian, who's lost her mother. You're gonna feel how she feels one day. Okay.
Press it twice.
So I'm gonna now speak on EQ very quickly. I don't know how many people saw, but I did actually go into EQ's box when she opened boxes, and I think a lot of people were expecting me to.
Oh, it's not even there. Pause that for 1 second. I think the only thing that they could, because clearly that is the end of the interaction. So they must be laughing about. They must be talking about. I like laugh and I say I'm not involved. It's just before that. I think that's the only thing that they could possibly reference in about me laughing about the situation. So what we'll do is we'll run the whole video again.
Okay.
And then we'll leave it there. And please, people, just watch the gingerbread man and watch the actions. It's simple.
Can we just invite the Queen up quick, Devon?
She's always welcome.
Just invite her up quick.
Only she wants to.
Talk, so just let her talk, because she got me banned for a day and I know she's got banned. Is that why you're in the box? Did you get banned as well?
Let me invite people, because I kind of feel like I've made my points, and I'm making my points, and then we'll move on.
You're banned until the 3rd. I'm banned until tomorrow. Emma, you're stuck forever. You can't get out. Guys, do you know what happened today? Gypsy Queen decided to talk on my cribs and stuff. Rude and everything, yeah. She came live and then said that, what's it called? Wait, can we mute? Well, can you mute up, please? Thanks. And then she said that how my mum's grave spiders are eating her and stuff like that. And I had to remind her that because of her shit parenting, your child was STABBED. You know what I mean? Because you have no control as a mother, because all you decide to do is get drink and drunk all night without knowing.
Why is she still going on, this woman? Like, she's the one who said to me, I'm in the wrong skin and I speak like I'm black.
Yeah, she's obsessed.
What is speaking like you're black, please? Can someone explain to me?
Gypsy Queen is upset. She's upset with life. She's upset that she got disowned by the gypsy and the travelling community. I do know that.
You know, the thing is, Gypsy Queen, one day your mum's going to pass away. Okay, so just remember that. All this shit.
She just reminded me that her mum is alive and stuff.
So I'm gonna now speak on EQ very quickly. I don't know how many people saw, but I did actually go into EQ.
Sorry, can you put that? So somebody is right. Somebody says there's another section. They are right. I've got it. Basically, Gypsy King gets removed from the room, and people say bye-bye, and there's a laugh. So yeah, there is another part, but I can also clear that up as well. Fuck, did I post it? Is Alicia here? But that's the first part of what I'd like to say is when I went into Gypsy Queen's room to talk to her, I said that I wasn't by my phone, and she categorically said that I was lying to her. She started to get really upset, and the whole room started to get really irate and start kicking off and saying certain things, right? This is why I'm playing the video. I don't lie. That whole conversation where you see my eyes where they are is me looking for a video. It's for me looking for a video, and it's me not taking into consideration the shitty behavior that happens on this app all the time. People scream at each other from boxes on a regular basis. Yeah. At most, the accountability is that maybe I should control my life better. If you have that criticism of me, then calm. But don't put my name to foul shit. Is there any questions from the audience? That's mainly. There's another part. I fumbled, guys. I should have put it. No, listen, Noodle Penguin. We all know that I'm not for blame for it, but I, for the past few days, have had to. 1 second. Someone said at that point, why did no one say, T, you can't say that. Good parents have lost their children to. Listen, I can't answer for other people. I can only answer for myself. And part of the reason that I did not want to post that video is other people are going to have to answer questions. I didn't want that. Yeah, I'm going to be real. But at the same time, I can't have my name run through the mud like that. I don't appreciate it. The reason I can speak for me and myself, the reason that I didn't pull T up on that is because I didn't hear it. I genuinely didn't hear it. Because if had I heard it, yeah, I believe, just me as a human being, I believe that firstly, you should be able to pull your friends on things, yeah? And yeah, it can go left, yeah, it can go right, but you should feel comfortable enough to pull your friends on things and say, right, I don't really mess with that. And if they are your friends, they understand you, and yeah, there might be some animosity or whatever, but you get through it and you take the lesson. That would have been something that I would have addressed. I'm going to be honest, I would have addressed it, but I can't speak for anyone else. And it's not about, I don't even want this to come across like I'm throwing anyone under the bus. It's not that. But the way that video has been portrayed, and I've had to sit and listen to it, is slander, firstly, and it's fucked that it was made to do that. Because in that video, I say she's welcome. I'm nothing but nice to her. The next the next part, I don't know if Alicia can post it for me, maybe. I don't know if Alicia can post it for me. Devon, do you think Torian was truthful in a series of events in that clip? Truthful? Can you explain what you mean? Sorry, we're basking in the silence here. I think it's because I'm thinking myself about things. My whole thing is I'm not like a For You page. I'm not kind of that, and this has been like a learning curve for me in that whether I like it or not, I now have to think about my space, and the repercussions of things. Like, I have in the past let people have their back and forths and arguments, and maybe it's about me taking more control in that aspect. Here's the thing, yeah, I have seen this coming for a long time, and nobody's innocent, and I've tried on so many occasions to talk sense to lots of different people on this app. I've tried to, like, I always lead with education and love first. Even Angie, if she's still come to it, like, I've come to you and I've spoken to you on a level about how things were going to get here if people are constantly... So here's the thing, like, as a content creator, when you start to get to those numbers, yeah, you're a leader. And you know that you've got diehard people that will do anything and say anything for you. If I ever got to that point and I found that people who follow me were saying the things that they say to Alicia, to Torian, I don't know, to Pearl, whatever. And I don't know why I'm using Angie, because she'll love this. Her narcissism will kick off and she'll be like, what's it gonna be fuck me for? But like, you're a major part of this app. The people that have these following, they allow certain things to happen. You get it? They allow people like, what's his name? That Kesh Don that goes around. They allow people to say these things about people, and they don't care about what it's doing to people's mental health. I couldn't imagine, yeah, and I'm it's gonna sound like defending, but it's not even about fucking defending. It's about taking myself and putting myself in that position. I can't imagine losing my parents and coming on an app to kind of get away from things, and every day listening to the disrespect and disregard, or like allowing them to rest in peace. I would never say the things that Torian said ever in a million years, because I believe that children are innocent, so on and so forth. And I don't want to keep bringing it up because it's not about that. But I don't know what I would do in those circumstances. It would never, like, that's why that is not justifiable, and that's why that is unacceptable, and that's why that is different, because that's something different. But in terms of, I don't know what I would do if people were doing that to me every single day. I would not be calm. Like, it would have its fucking toll. I feel like I know that I would be in a car searching for people's houses. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm kind of like, I've gone off track, and I think I've ranted for a long time, and other things that I should do, and maybe I should let this sink in a little bit, and let people go away, run their narratives, and respond. But my main thing was to clear up my name firstly, and secondly, just to remind everyone how fucked and in the gutter that this app is when it comes to the way that they talk, when people talk about each other. And the fact that you might not know it, but this app has tainted a lot of you as people, and the way that you address each other and talk to each other on a daily basis is not okay. And that's why we are where we are. There's a lot more than one person to blame for this. And also to remind you that just because racism means nothing to you, that things that people have been able to get away with in the past, I'm letting you know that those things that people have gotten away with, you see that feeling that you feel about what was said, that's the way people of color feel about what's been let go and let aside. So if you really want to be holding people to account when you feel it, then you need to hold everyone to the same standard. I think that's the be all and end all. I think like you can't really be coming for I heard like Roadman spoke a lot of facts, and I've heard people go into him and shouting to him, how dare you stand by it? It's not about standing by it, it's about like people kind of go in. Our biggest disrespect has been seen as nothing. Why should we? Do you get what I mean? And I'm not saying that that's right, but that's kind of the attitude that it's been. And I think this isn't the fucking oppression Olympics. This isn't gold medal of disrespect, silver level of disrespect, bronze level of disrespect. It's all this. It's all fucking disrespect. Ableism, racism, the laughing at, you know, I don't even know how to describe what that was. When fucking billionaire gifters on here chatting about what he's going to do to women, it's all equal. One doesn't out-trump the other. They should be handled the fucking same. So whatever energy that you feel in your heart now that should be happening to Torian, hold that to the next person, the same people that have done what they've done. I think that's what I'm here to say. And what I put out was that these are two separate conversations. I've already spoke on how I feel about the Torian thing. This is just me critically thinking and assessing the application. Yeah, I've bored everyone to death anyway, and I've got to get some food on the go. But I'll come back on in like an hour, see how this sits with everyone. See if anybody wants to speak to me about it. If any of the traveling community from Gypsy Queen side want to still have any questions to ask me. I'll also post the second part of that video, but that thing doesn't make a difference whatsoever. It still proves that I never did those things. So next time, if you're in a Alex Brigham live or you're on a FYP page and I'm minding my own business, just doing what everyone does watching a video, and someone comes for me, remember my character. I think it's pretty much as simple as that. I don't know how what I've said, how that's going to affect any of the people that I see as my brethrens. My DMs are open. Like, if you feel a type of way, or you feel like, I don't know, I've snaked the situation or something like that, listen, come chat to me and talk to me. I'm open. I'm open for it all. But for now, I'm going to leave that there and then we'll keep it real. Thank you.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.